brothers and sisters, rise for prayer. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful. So, Master's Day of Judgment in which we now live, the alone do we serve, and the alone seek for thine help and aid. O Allah, guide us on the right path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray after they heard thy teachings. Say he, Allah is one God. Allah is he of whom nothing is independent, but upon whom we all depend. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten, there is none like him. And I bear witness that none is ever to be served, worship, or praise beside Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is thy true servant and last apostle. Ameen. We'd like to acknowledge the brothers and sisters who sent us the greetings of Assalamu Alaikum. We have Brother Mustafa and Sister Sharice from Cleveland, Ohio. We have Sister Shaharazad Ali from Philly. We have Brother Muta Kabir from New Jersey. And we have the Rafiq family. Yes, thank you. And I'd like to say in the name of Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, in the name of his last and greatest messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, I'd like to greet the brothers and sisters with the Nation of Islam's greeting words of peace of Assalamu Alaikum. And we want to continue with our talk on which one will survive the War of Armageddon. And we always want to make the distinction between Christianity and Islam and let everybody know that Christianity and Islam is completely different. And we want to let people know that you have the new school Islam and you got the old school Islam under the messenger. We always want to make that distinction all the time because the two are completely different. Just as different as Christianity is from Islam. The new school nation of Islam is just as much Christianity as Christianity was during the time of the messenger. That's just the facts. So we want to start with the September 30th, 1966 Muhammad Speaks newspaper. And the title is The Black Man and the World. And we see it's a cartoon underneath the title. And in this cartoon, you see the messenger has a chain. This is a chain link. And it says, Islam unites. And you see it's a white man on top of the chain trying to break the chain apart. And in the writing in the middle says, it is as strong as its weakest link. It says the black preacher is our weakest link. Straight up. And this was on the front page of the Muhammad Speaks newspaper. And this is another example to show you how different the new school Nation of Islam is from the Nation of Islam under the messenger. When you selling papers, for those who don't know, you out with your paper and you see a brother, Muhammad Speaks. Sometimes they take the paper and look at it. They don't all the time just say, yeah, I want to see it. Sometimes they take it and look at it. So a Christian, because most black people in 1966 was Christians. So they taking the paper, yo customer, let's go even further than that. Yo customer, you working hard. You know how hard it is to get a loss found. You done worked all this time to get these loss founds. Then the messenger come out with this paper and yo customer, you delivering it to his door and he looking at it like, the black preacher is the weakest link? Like, how many brothers you think had that happen? Because a lot of the teachings of the messenger back in the day was in your face. It wasn't all of this, you know, a good Christian is a good Muslim. You know, we always want to be so sympathetic with it. The messenger was never sympathetic. And then if you go even further to the article and read what the messenger said. He said, the blind, deaf, and dumb slave who wants to continue to live with his master and who teaches his brother to do the same must be awakened to the knowledge of his own. We must be awakened to the knowledge of our own. Then he says, to bring the whole thing to the proper and justified conclusion, God himself has appeared in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever, to judge and condemn the guilty and unjust ruler, and to burn them with fire, and deliver the slave, and restore him again to his own. So he said that we must, first he said that we must have a knowledge of our own, then we must be restored again to our own. Then he goes on to say, but the so-called American Negro, the actual lost and found member of the Aboriginal black nation, must be qualified. That's something we don't never talk about in the new school Nation of Islam. You must be qualified to live again with his own. You not just going because you a Muslim. Let's get that straight. The rules and regulations that the messenger set is the qualifications. All praises due to Allah. So, if you don't like the rules that the messenger set, for an example, you just telling everybody that you don't want to see the hereafter. That's what you're saying. Because the messenger said, after me comes the executors. So he said that the executors won't teach us nothing. So if I like wearing beards, the messenger said we shave. He had articles on shave. But we don't wear beards. Let's say I'm a Muslim, I like wearing beards. I want to have a little hair under my lip. I want to let you know, have a little hair on my face. So when the executors come, they going to tell me we don't wear beards? For what? I done already showed them for years. I don't care what you think about. I want to wear a beard. Because I'm rejecting. The messenger said that the destruction would not come until everybody get a chance. All black people in America get a chance to accept or reject. And his job was only to get it to you. That's it. To tell you we don't wear beards. That's as simple as that. If you want to wear a beard, wear a beard. We don't wear them. We don't participate in sport and play. We don't do it. We don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't fornicate, we don't have more than one wife. Ain't no investigators here now, and they're making even more to see what's in the believers' hearts. Because we don't have nobody watching us today. We don't have nobody watching. We don't have the no nonsense like it was in the day of the messenger, so it's all on you now. The believers back in the day could fake it, because it's like, I don't want to get caught by the investigators. But now we don't have no investigators. Investigators used to come to your house. Who coming to our house now? You can hide hog. I heard brothers used to hide hog, and investigators come find hog. You want hog now? Who coming in your house looking? Nobody. So today, it's all on you now. That's why the messenger said that we are tried by the things we love the most. We tried with everything. Time can try you. Because you could be on fire for 10, 20 years. Then 50 years come around, and you're like, man, I done this. Think about them brothers who's still alive, who was in the messenger's time. To see this now. You was on point when the messenger was here, selling 1,000 papers a week. You participating in the Muhammad's White Nation G. You doing everything that you supposed to do as a Muslim, then the whole thing fall. And now you got this new school Nation of Islam. You got all of these different leaders talking all of this different talk. Very few people is holding on to what the messenger taught, and you was back in the day. Think of how they feel. They still got to hold on to it just like they was holding on to it back then. And it was changed. Nothing's changed. And just like with us, what excuse we gonna have? We gonna sit up there talking about, oh, I didn't see it with the messenger. So what? So what? You see it in his writings. The messenger said the presence of Allah means his teachings. It don't mean that Allah, Master Farah Muhammad can be physically here with us, but his teachings here. And if you gonna accept, all praise is due to Allah. And if you gonna accept it, you gonna accept it whether he here or not. It don't make no difference whether he here or not. But to go on even further, they had in the September 5th, 1969, Muhammad speaks. It was a cartoon. And in this cartoon, the junior FOI, he coming to pick up his lost find who told him he wanted to come to the temple. So the junior FOI say, Assalamu alaikum, brother. You promised me to go to our meeting today, remember? You got just a few minutes to clean up and get ready. The lost find said, clean up? Oh man, how come I can't go like this? The brother say, because brother, we're going to the mosque, a clean place, and we must respect it. The lost find say, that's one hang up I've got about you Muslims. All this jive about cleaning up, all this discipline. I mean, you all would have a lot more people if you would put down all them rules. You don't need them. That's why the messenger in his article said that the Christians, black Christians, he says, neither Asia nor Africa will agree to have Christian black people come from the white man's world to live in their world. He's flat out. Wasn't no tiptoe through the tulips. Wasn't no Muslims believe in Jesus too. Wasn't no a good Muslim is a good Christian. All of that sympathizing stuff. Bottom line, black Christians. The preacher is the weakest link. Wasn't nothing sympathetic about what the messenger said. He giving it to you straight up. Even with the junior fruit. Listen what the junior fruit told this brother. He says, if you want to remain in the condition, rats and roaches for friends, at the mercy of the devil, no freedoms except to stay dirty, no justice, no equality except with rats and roaches. This is what rules in the white society have done for you. But Mr. Muhammad is trying to save our lives, especially we who have been in the very mud of this civilization. And it's not just rules, brother. He's teaching us to live by the laws of Allah, God, and if we obey, there is a real reward. Money, good homes, friends in all walks of life. Freedom, justice, equality for all of us who follow him. The rewards of discipline to a righteous cause. All praise is due to Allah. The reward of discipline to a righteous cause. It's a reward to discipline. It's a reward to following the rules. Then he goes on to say, show me a nation that got out of bondage being lazy, undisciplined, rebellious to God and themselves. Show me a movement today that's getting away by being trampless, unruly, law-breaking. You can't. Obedience to divine guidance through the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the key to our success. This is what the junior fruit told this brother. Then he goes on to say that the lost found say, wait a minute. The junior say, time's up. Visit the mosque when you ready. He putting it in the I ain't waiting on you. Visit when you get ready. I ain't begging like today we went, all praise due to Allah. We want to beg. We should want to tell the lost found, tell him something that's gonna make him feel, oh, yeah, the messenger said the black preacher is the weakest link. That's what he said. That's how you make people think. That's how the messenger changed the attitudes of black people. He didn't just tiptoe through the tulips with them. He told them the facts. And that's why over the years, those who documented the history of the Nation of Islam could tell that the Muhammad Speaks newspaper was changing the ideas of black people. And they said that. When they talk about the Muhammad Speaks newspaper today, they say there's not a publication to this date that has the type of influence that the Muhammad Speaks newspaper has on black America. That's what they say about the Muhammad Speaks today. All these other newspapers with these big eyes. And this is another example about this new school Islam. This comes from the October 18, 1974 Muhammad Speaks. This says 500 full-time jobs in New York City alone with the Muhammad's White Nation G. This was old school Islam. This is the rewards of discipline and following the rules. All praise is due to Allah. This is what they was able to build. And you got the national representative right here. The national representative representing Muhammad's White Nation G. You couldn't sell no brothers no Scientology when the messenger was alive. How you gonna walk up to a brother who did 500 alone? 500 full-time jobs. Then they had in the progress section where they talking about thousands of jobs. They showing how the Muslims imported the fish. They showing how the Muslims transported the fish. They showing how the Muslims, it says warehousemen, transport workers, and salesmen. All of that, the Muslims. It wasn't no white man in the middle of this. From the top to bottom, it was Muslims. When they had in the progress section of the fish coming in, you see brothers unloading the fish. You see brothers on the trucks putting the fish on the trucks. And these trucks that you see in the picture, this is a Kenworth. Or no, this is a Peterbilt. This is the Cadillac of trucks. Anybody who drive a truck. And one of the brothers one time, we used to drive trucks, me and brother I lived. He said that one time he was on the CB, and he'd heard the white boy say, it's one thing that I hate to see, and that's a nigga in the front seat of a brand new Pete. That's what they call a Peterbilt when you driving trucks, a Pete. Short for Peterbilt. White people just get on the CB saying stuff like that. One thing I hate to see is a nigga in the front seat of a brand new Pete. The messenger had brand new peace delivering white H&G. All praise is due to Allah. That's what the messenger did for us. But all of these national representatives, the brothers who dropped the balls, the brothers who was with Wallace all the way up until he said that he didn't want to lead the nation no more. They didn't just leave Wallace just because they just wanted to rebuild the nation of Islam. The history has been documented. These brothers didn't leave Wallace until Wallace decided that he didn't want to do it no more. These the facts. And these the same brothers today selling you some Scientology. Selling you the sister that don't wear a headpiece. Selling you to let brothers wear beards. And brothers going for that. All that we know that the messenger built. And you let this brother come up here and tell you something about some Scientology. And they gotta, just to wrap it up, I saw online, they had this ad because the Muslims is promoting Scientology now. Muslims. They got this sister was on her live feed on YouTube showing how they on a cruise ship. How you a Muslim and you on a cruise ship with sisters? I'm talking about a lot of them. They in the same section where the bar is. Live Facebook. We on it just taught the Black Scientologist Convention. And the way they selling this to black people, they talking about the history of blacks in Scientology. Then they talking about black Scientologists in positions of power. Meet with black opinion leaders in Scientology as well as movers and shakers in Science. How you a Muslim going for that? What's a black mover and shaker in Scientology? What's the history of black people? But that's how they do you. To get you to go against the messenger teachers with this Black Panther garbage. You know, it's black people who doing great things. You know, look at all the positive images. What about what the messenger said? They selling this garbage the same way they selling that Black Panther garbage. The messenger said that tribal Africa, it was savage. He taught us the history on Africa. He told us how Shabazz went to what? The jungles of West Asia or East Asia. The jungles. And he said that they are living a jungle life. That's what he said. But to sell us this Scientology garbage and to sell us this Black Panther garbage, the positive black people, you know, they're doing good things in Scientology. And you go for that. After all that the messenger did for us, that's a shame. But brothers and sisters, we don't want to prolong the time. So I'll leave you as I came in the nation of Islam's reading words of peace of Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Your brother minister, on the other hand, always giving good hand. Good teaching. Very good. Praise be to Allah. It's good to be a witness, bear witness to the truth. What you said was the actual truth. I can bear witness to it. Like I said, in the name of Allah, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, the true living God, we forever thank him for great upon our midst, divine leader, teacher, and guide, in the person of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. May the peace and blessing of Almighty God, Allah, will be upon him. I'm truly grateful on his coming and giving us the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who's no longer with you and I in the physical form. But that what was given to him from Almighty God, Allah, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, lives with you and I, the believers. I like to say you get what I heard a few minutes ago. That's a shot in the arm for me. And it should be for you. Because I was there. And it was exactly like the brother minister said it was. I feel honored and privileged for being a part of that. And I can share that with you. It's not like some people might think you be bragging or something like that, but that's just the work and the honor and the privilege given to do that work, and still able to continue to do that work, because I know that it's a blessing from Almighty God, Allah, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, that through our prayers, if we want to follow the teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we most certainly can. Because if we take that first step, Allah takes that next step. And like the brother was saying, it can be 20 years. 50 years, you still can flip. You ain't no smooth going. It's what you want. It's what you seek and what you want to go. Cause you don't have it made in the nation. You could a believer today and a hypocrite tomorrow. See, there's a thin line between love and hate. I can love you now and hate your guts 10 minutes from now. So it's not the thing that we got it made. We depend solely on Almighty God, Allah, who came in the person of the Master Prophet Muhammad. And he blesses us if we seek his guidance. So we can't just fall off. We have to constantly pray to Almighty God, Allah. Praise be to Allah, who came in the person of the Master Prophet Muhammad. We must constantly ask him for protection. We must constantly ask him for forgiveness of our sins. We must constantly bow and submit to him and work hard in the cause of Islam under the guidance and leadership of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings. And like we say, the messenger don't have to be here. He's not here. He passed away. But the teaching's still going. He's here, his presence, by the work that we do. What he taught us from Almighty God, Allah, who came to the person of the Master Prophet Muhammad. He's not a spook. This is the real deal here. And the only way it's going to get done is we do it. With Allah's help. It's going to get done whether we do it or not. But I want to be a part of doing. I want to get some of these blessings from Almighty God, Allah, who came in the person of the Master Prophet Muhammad. So we're very fortunate, brothers and sisters, to be followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And just to show you what you was talking about, the rules, I happened to look in the Holy Quran the other day. This was the other day. And it says the guiding rules of life. Now you were talking about this. Don't we ain't get together and plan this. Like we sit down and plan this and strategize. You don't got to strategize. Just say it like the messenger said it. Then Allah take it from there. If our heart's right, he'll take it from there. See? And if your heart is wrong, he'll take it and make you do right. That's the power that he has. See? If we have anything in our hearts against another believer, he takes it and flips it. He flips it. If I hate you, somebody out there gonna hate me. Because he flips it. That's a merciful God. And it was saying, the God and rule of life says that Allah reveals his will through his chosen messenger. So in other words, he tell the messenger just what he want him to do. I want you to tell him this, Elijah, brother. Tell him don't do this. Tell him they can do that. He's simple. We don't have an excuse. Because he was raised from among you and I. He suffered the same suffering that we suffered. He know us through and through. Because he went through it. He wasn't on no smooth going with the messenger. He said, through his will. So, if he say his will, that's forbidden or prohibited or not to do something. Now that's simple. Like the brother said, we don't wear beards, brother. That's simple. You might like wearing it, but you never saw the messenger with one. You never saw the messenger with an afro. You never saw the messenger with a Fu Man shoe. What I mean by a Fu Man shoe, if one of them, like in Chinese, come around in a beard all around there, we might think it's dignified. But it might be for them, but it's not for us. So we have to understand these things. We following the rules. We following the rules and regulations. That's what makes a great nation. That's what made the messenger successful, because he did what Allah told him to do. And this is what makes us successful when we follow and obey the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teaching. When we submit to it, that makes us successful. That's the only way we're going to be successful. Because this is the fall of America. And the messenger said that we must have a new ruler and a new government. The foundation is already laid. And he said by us being followers of the Most Honorable, by us being followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he had prepared for you and I what the eye has not seen, the ear has not heard, and the heart has not been able to conceive. This is the reward of the believers, those who are willing to sacrifice all that they can to strive hard in Allah's way to help continue the teachings and programs of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is a reward that Allah blesses us, that he will bless those of us who see the hereafter. Those who hear after the power and authority of the white man's rule have been broken. But he promised that there wasn't no smooth going. It's not going to be like no pie in the sky. He said we're going to have great opposition. He said a white man, the devil, he's the real open enemy. See, he's an open enemy for you and I. There's no good in him. So we're going to have these things that's coming up in there because we're building a nation. And we're going to always run into something. No smooth going. Like just riding through. No, it's always going to be some conflict here or there. And so what's happened when we settle these conflicts and we go on through whatever, it makes us stronger. We get better and better and better as we go. But in the meantime, we're going to have hypocrites that we're going to have to deal with. Disbelievers, fault finders, backbiters, and rebellious ones. The message that these you keep away. We're going to have that. And we have it. Throughout the nation. We have it. There's no rosy here than it is anywhere else. Oh, we got all kind of problems. They do too. They too do. Yeah, they do too. Yeah. Probably worse than we. You know, but Allah's the best know. Whatever it is, He's gonna clean it up. Because we gonna clean it up. That's the only way it's gonna get cleaned up. With Allah's help. So don't think it's perfect. I don't care where you go. I don't care where you go. You gonna be perfect? No. No, ma'am. No, sir. It's not gonna be all just so great. No, no. We ain't got there yet. We don't even know how to treat each other. We ain't got there yet. We got to learn how to love each other first. That's the first step. The first step we got to do. Love for your black brother and sister. That's what you love for yourself. That's the first thing that we got to do. And that's a job. That's our job. Love me like you love yourself. See? Treat me like you want to be treated. Don't misuse me. If you don't want to be misused, you don't want me misusing you, so don't misuse me. Come to me straight. That's how I go. That's how I go. Don't jive me because you can't. I'm not going to try to jive you because I can't. You know your brother, you know yourself. You know your sister, you know yourself. That's how it is. This truth is truth. It's real. And if we're wrong, it's going to condemn you. And me. Thank Allah. And we've been fighting with hypocrites. Backbiters, rebellious ones. You don't have to be rebellious against me. You can be rebellious against what the messenger taught. That's rebellious ones. Not against each other. It's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught. You got a problem with that. You rebellious. You are rebellious. We shouldn't have a problem with the messenger taught. The messenger said, no, we shave. Well, I like to wear it. Well, you probably do. But we don't. Why? Because the messenger said we don't. That's the end of it. See? The messenger said we take a bath every day. Do we? Do we? I'm not saying to be, I'm telling you a fact. But you don't have to if you don't want to. But he said we do. And if we do, it'd be better for you and me. Can we do that? Well, probably can't even do that. It's hard to do that. See? Cleanliness. So I've lost found brothers and sisters out there too. They don't know what a bath is, probably, most of them. Wallowing and living in filth. They don't know what it is. Blind, deaf, and dumb. We very fortunate. We very blessed to have a knowledge of ourselves, our God, our religion, our culture. We very blessed to know who the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is, to get us out of that indecency and filth and evil. We very blessed, brothers and sisters. We should be thankful to Almighty God, Allah. So when our lost found brothers and sisters come in, we gonna get them because we got God on our side, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And he's with us as long as we with him. See? And we successful, and that's what we're doing. Allah is blessing us. And he's going to continue to bless us as long as we submit to his message. We're very fortunate to be followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We be clean internally and externally. How we treat each other. Our thoughts. Clean thoughts. We have to do this because Allah sees. He knows spook. No, he knows spook. He sees, he knows. He knows all. He knows all what was hidden. He knows the unseen and the seen. That's a powerful God. You can't make war with him. You lose. See? You say, I ain't making war with him. Yeah, but if you're doing wrong or you're trying to dispute what the messenger said, you're making war with him. You're making war with what he taught his messenger. Well, I don't like the messenger. Well, you don't like him either. See? Because the messenger not going to tell you and I something that Allah didn't tell him to tell us. We had a messenger, a divine messenger, who was raised from among us, brothers and sisters, to teach and guide us. He's no longer with us in the physical form. See? But his teachings is with us. His teachings is what's going to protect us. His guidance is what's going to protect us through his teachings. See? Master Farad Muhammad, true and living God. We're going to be the winner because we have God on our side. See? He was coming in and out of this country. 20 years he came in and out of this country. The messenger taught us. He had to have another body, we say. Evil, even, just to let you and I know, that's not no spook. His father had made him that it's no spook. He's what we say, half and half. He come in, he look white, and but he look black. And he was able to come among us, to get it among them for not being detected. Ain't nothing spooky about that. It was real. He's here. The scriptures have been fulfilled. He's here. His presence. He protects us. See? So we're very fortunate. This is a great, powerful God who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. True and living God. Thank him. Just think how blessed we are. In the days of Noah, they didn't have scripture. They didn't have nothing they could reach back and see like we do. Like we got. We reach back and see the history of him. He couldn't reach back and see no history because he didn't have it. Wasn't no scripture. Nothing. They took it on face value. Here we had all the examples. We got all the examples in the world, and we still, like the message say, looking over there to see the man do all this. All the scriptures we had. Prophets. All we had. We can go back and check and see what happened. Noah, the days of Noah, them people, they didn't have that. It was hard, but they didn't have that. It's easy for you and I. It was easy. It's so plain. It's like taking candy from a baby. When they say that, it's teaching us very easy if we just open up our minds and hearts. We're very fortunate. There's no excuse in this day and time. No excuse. We have to remember. No smoking dope. You can if you want to, but it get you in the long run. It's gonna kill you. You can sneak and hide, smoke cigarette, puff on Cools or Pale Male or Camels or Lucky Strikes, whatever you want to smoke. Cigars. You can smoke all that. You know it's gonna kill you. Reefer. Yeah, reefer. Got it now. Oh, it's what is it? Medical marijuana. Go ahead on. Keep smoking your medical marijuana. It's gonna kill you. Don't we know that smoke is not allowed in your lungs? When you inhale cigarettes or reefer or cocaine crack into your lungs, you killing yourself. Because your lungs are not able, they're not made for you to inhale smoke. That's a foreign substance coming into your body. You put it, and you killing yourself. Pretty soon you lose your breath. You start coughing. If you know the cigarette smokers, they start getting a bad cough because over the period of time it kills it. It works on their lungs. The lungs is not able. It's a foreign thing. You can't take that. But we say the devil says marijuana, medical marijuana, and you can see better. Or it's for sick because you can't think right to smoke the dope. We're killing ourselves. That's Christianity. That's under Christianity. The Most Honorable Elijah said we don't smoke cigarettes. We don't smoke tobacco. We don't even eat a hog or its byproducts. We don't even touch it. All these things. We're very fortunate and blessed to know these things, to have had a messenger to teach us, and then we just throw it in the garbage can. We don't pay it no mind. New breed Islam. Like they used to say to me, that's old baby Islam. Because you strictly trying to follow the teaching of the messenger, that's baby Islam. Because you still believe the white man is the devil, that's baby Islam. See? Or I can get along with all, like Rodney King. Why can't we all get along? We can't all get along. No. Islam separates. It separates. You can't get along. If you ain't going to do right, you can't get along with it because it ain't going the other way. You can't get along. You're going to do right or not because it ain't going to accept nothing but right. That's all it's going to accept, nothing but right. We can shuck it and dive. Brothers and sisters out there, I tell them, say, man, I like it, man, but you know, y'all too strict. You know, y'all too strict. I sold a paper to a brother the other day, yesterday. Then he told me. He stopped. He was going in the market. He said, man, I got to get my hog head cheese. So I say, that's what ain't got nothing to do with the paper, brother. You know, I say, you get a paper, I say, pretty soon you stop getting your hog head cheese, you know. You still can buy a paper, that don't stop you from buying a paper. So he come out and say, well, I get one when I come out. He came on out. He said, I know y'all don't do that. I said, well, brother, look. I said, after a while, you know, you'll stop it, you'll stop. I stopped, you know. You know, I just eat it, I stopped, you know. It probably take you a little time, you know, but he said, I just had to get my hog head cheese. That's okay, brother. He bought the paper. Praise be to Allah. And I told him, see, I told him, you know. You'll stop one day. You know, I stopped. You know, so you'll be by yourself. You know. But nevertheless, that was good. You know, the brother, he still got the paper. So, and maybe that little conversation, maybe it might penetrate it. I don't know, but you just tell him what, you know, what we do. And this is very important for you and I to obey instruction, because we can go around. You can go sneak and smoke. So that's on you. In the long run, it's gonna get you. It's gonna get you and me. See? You don't smoke. People say medical marijuana. This devil is something. And he done trapped a whole lot of our people into believing that. And some Muslims believe it because they want to smoke it anyway. You know, they know not to smoke it, what the messenger taught them. Any little excuse. That's like standing on the verge. They stand on the verge. Any little excuse. Whoa, medical, that's okay. It ain't like I'm going and getting high. It's my illness. I can't walk too good. I can't, my back hurt. That ease my pain. Give me a $25 bag. Go home, get high. You don't see them till they sober up. Because they know not to come out here with smoke. Go see that stuff, when you smoke weed, you can tell when you smoke. You can tell it's weed smoker. Fingertips be dark, burn up. Yeah, because when you smoke them joint, it burn them, see? Fingertip, nails get all dark. Like liquor drinkers, they burn up here. They lips turn color. You get real blue. Alcohol be eating them up. I didn't tell. Don't be fooling nobody. See? I'm ashamed. Why do it? Why not be a brother to a brother, sister to a sister? It's going to get to that point where we all going to come together one day under the law. The messenger said to restrict the law is our success, and it's going to come back that way. So if we got hang-ups, we better hang them up, because it's going to be like that one day, sooner than we think. What David say? Oh, how I love that law. Huh? Yeah. He's all man. Praise be to Allah. And it was good. It's good for you and I. It's not designed to hurt us. It's designed to protect us and keep those away from us who don't want to obey the law. That's what it's designed to do. But if we're not in accord with it, it's going to condemn you and me. Because it don't know nobody. Truth is just like a two-headed sword. It knows truth. And it goes only one way. I don't care who you think you are, or who you think you should be, or who I think I am. It goes for all of us. All praises due to Allah. That's going to win. That's going to win our battles. That's what's going to defeat the devil. Truth. See? And it's going to defeat everybody. Truth, who's not in accord with it. We're very fortunate. We're lucky. Bro, we so lucky. We should be so thankful that Allah came to seek and to save that which was lost. Found one, only one. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, teaching guides you and I. But they say what? You'll find most of them not ungrateful. You find most ungrateful. Not thankful, ungrateful. Because we want to do our own thing. We're still hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious. See? But if we don't submit, we won't be successful. Allah gonna send somebody here that will. When I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm talking about just here. I'm not talking about just here. When I say here, I'm talking about the whole kaboom, the nation. The followers of the messenger, not here. And I want you to understand that. Oh, you proud beat me. I ain't beating. I'm telling you facts. This is the whole thing. I'm not talking about just here. No, I'm not talking about just here. The whole shaboom. Chicago, California, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, all over. Mississippi, all over. That's what I'm talking about. Muslims. Not here. First little thing say, soon, any little thing. That's how we do. Any little thing that we can come up with to hightail it out of here. Any little thing. The Holy Quran speaks on it. They stand on the verge. They stand on any, just pick out any little thing. That's how we are. We're people that have been robbed and spoiled. The devil has spoiled us. He had robbed us of the knowledge of self. These kind of things. So, we have a lot of opposition, and it's standing on the verge. Read that. It's in the Holy Quran. They tell you. They tell you and I about ourselves. When you look at the Holy Quran, you're talking to Allah. That's who you're talking to. That's who we talk to when we open that Holy Quran up and look it down there. We're talking to Allah. Every word of it. When you read and you conceive every word of it. Sometimes it'll burn you up if it fits you. And you want to close it up. Yeah, that's too hot. I'll get back to that later. Oh yeah. You see yourself. The message tell us what you're looking. Jealousy and envy. That's even out there. We all talking all around. Even our brothers and sisters out there in the dead world. They jealous. It's not only just his side, that's our people out there. They're so jealous because they go tell the white folks everything that they do. They think they helping the master. They think they getting favor from the master. You ain't like them. You know, you a little better than them. Yes, sir. They think they getting a little better than they got them fighting against each other. It's in the dead world. You see it every day when brothers and sisters talk to you about it. How they get jealous of it. The devil go back. If you're doing good, the devil go back. Somebody go tell them that you're doing something. Go to white folk and tell them, hey, this nigga doing something. He doing something he ain't got no business doing, boss. Handkerchief heads. They just laugh when ain't nothing funny. Scratch when they ain't itching. See? Want to get the approval of white folks. We have to be real careful because we might fall in that bag. I can get along with all of them. How can you get along with a hypocrite? How can you get along with somebody that don't believe the teaching of the message? How can you get along? I couldn't stay around them too long. Because I'm afraid they might say something wrong. So I try to stay out the company of them. Because believe me, they're going to say something. Sooner or later, they're going to say something wrong that's going to irritate you. And they're going to need some checking sometime. See, so we have to be real careful. We don't associate too many with Christians on these outings with white folks. But I'm just a brother a couple months ago. He's still a brother. Went with them Scientology people. Was there 8 of them? Yeah, in Grand Rapids. 8 of them. Well, he found himself, he's still a black man. He's still your brother. But he just have a misunderstanding. Just like our lost found brothers in there. They still our brothers and sisters, but they don't believe that the white man is the devil. Because if he didn't believe that the white man was the devil, he wouldn't been around now. If I see 8 white people coming on my step, on my door, I'm not opening the door. I know they ain't up no good. Don't need no 8 to come to knock on my door. Y'all coming for some trouble, man. Tell the family, y'all back up. You know, what's happening? Right here. No, that's how white folks do. They don't send no one. They send 8 or 9 of them at just one. That's about here, my whole front porch, nothing but devils, and knocking on my door. I ain't gonna open the door. No, I'm not opening the door. I ain't going around the corner with 8 of them. Not long as in the boat. Kill that brother. See? You didn't know white folks was devils. You didn't even believe that. You believe that and get along. No, the message said they devils. So your father was a lie. Didn't Jesus warn us? Jesus said, if you love me, if your father was love, you'll love me. You'll love me if love is in your heart, whatever. You'll love me. If I'm your brother, you'll love me. No, your father was a murderer. You a murderer, and your father was a murderer. See? But when you being taught, other than what the message you taught, you having a hard time. You gonna have problems. These kind of things we mentioned the Scientology thing. Imagine if you know Scientology, or Islam. Under the guidance of Allah came and taught him 3.5 years Islam. What to give the black man and woman of America. He said, white folks are devils. You can't trust them. They're your open enemy. They seek to kill you. What did he tell us? What did he tell you and I? He said, they hate me and my followers. They hate me and my followers. He didn't sugarcoat it. So I can get along with it. No, okay, keep doing it. Keep on getting along. They seek to kill me and my followers. They seek to kill. He said, kill. Now, what's your problem? I still can get along with it, man. Go ahead. You don't believe it? If you don't believe that, it's a whole lot more you don't believe. Pretty soon it's going to come out. All of it's going to come out of us in this day and time. Whatever's in you and I, whether it's good or bad, it's going to come out. And when it come out, you don't have control over it. Allah got the control over it. He the one bringing it out. You done kept it in. We done kept it in all this time. Now, he bringing it out. You don't have control over it when he bring it out. You wouldn't let it out. Or I wouldn't let it out. Okay, you're not going to let it out. You're going to still hide it. Okay, now I'm going to bring it out for all of them can see it. That's how he do it. That's how he do it. And you don't have no control over it. You can't stop it. That's the power of Allah. He makes us manifest. And we wonder why we do the thing that we do, because we hadn't submitted to it. We know it. We know the wrong that we do. But we're too proud. Too proud to submit to Almighty God all and say, "For Allah, please forgive me and help me to be stronger than what I was. Forgive me because my foot slipped." The Holy Quran said, if your foot slipped, oh man, don't slip. Yeah, you okay. You slipping. See, these kind of things, truth hurts the guilty. It's a bad pill. It's a bitter pill when it's on you. I've been there. Yeah. You too. Yeah. I've been there. And you fooling yourself if you say you've not been there. If you hadn't been there, you will. You'll get there sooner or later, and then you'll see. See, these kind of things. We're very fortunate, see, to be followers of the Most High Elijah Muhammad, because it's truth, brothers and sisters, that's going to bless us and help us. It's truth that's going to save us. See? But it's what's in our hearts. What's in that heart of you and you and me? What's in the heart? Do we really believe? Do we really think Allah don't know it? But I can tell you one thing. If we continue to do a certain thing, to continue to do a thing, hadn't changed, you don't believe Allah to do it. Because if you had the slightest idea that he'd get you, you'd stop it. Or you'll make some kind of effort to stop it. That's why we have our own little personal prayers. Try that. You got your own little thing, your own prayer that you just get away. That's you and Allah. You just get away. And ask Allah. See what happens. Can't be proud though. We have all the history of those proud ones. Look at Pharaoh. He was proud, wasn't he? Got drowned in the Red Sea, didn't he? And him and all the army. He even took his son. But I say this, brothers and sisters. We have a God on our side. And he's well able to protect you and I. We are successful. Allah bless us to be successful. We love our brothers and sisters, those who follow the teaching of the messenger. And we're going to continue to be successful. Because Allah is with us. And I thank him. Oh, we're successful. They coming in. I was talking to the captain. I texted the captain the other day. Tell me, captain, coming in, brother. It's a hard job, captain. Told him it's a hard job. I said, but you're gonna be all right. Now, that brother captain, hold on to it. Just keep pushing like you're doing. I told him that. See, you're gonna be all right, and we're gonna be all right. Those of us who want to be all right. Those of us who love Islam and love the teaching of the message. Those of us who love the brotherhood. Those of us who love the sisterhood. The captain told me the other day. There was a good spear, had a good time out there. The brother minister told me today, when I come in there, he had a good time. I said, Captain told me. Praise be to God. I got out good spirit they was in. Just a few of them, but you was in good spirit, wasn't you? That's the spirit of Allah. Right. So it don't make no difference if there ain't nobody in here. The messenger said, if they all leave, don't nobody been in. He said, you get an armful of them yourself, you get out there. That's the word he said. You get out there. If they all leave, you got the truth just the same. Keep pushing. You got the truth just the same. Allah's still with you when you had a lot of them. He's still with you when you ain't got none. Just show you they wasn't there in the first place. God. That's how it is. When you leave, somebody come in here 10 times better than you and me. Islam don't need you or me. And if Allah give it and he take it. If your heart not right, you got it, he'll take it from you. You get to the point where you can't keep nothing. Things don't go right for you. Or me. That's what happens. We building a nation. They come in and they go. Brothers and sisters, they come in and they go. They come in, they go. It's like a revolving door. The messenger say, some gonna stick. When we out there, he said, you knock on them doors, they turn away. He said, some of them gonna let you come in and sit down and you have a meal. Some of them gonna stick, brothers and sisters. They all ain't gonna run away from here. Hold on. Stick. See? They might be the holdup. You never know. Allah's the best know. Don't you know he's present? Don't you know he see us? He know our very thought, what we thinking. In my conclusion, some of us, it hit some of us so bad, it just get all over our face. It just be all over your face. Your face expressions. It just, you can tell a person when they're in good spirit, right? You can tell them when they kept their hair too, can't you? Allah show it. He show it. He reveals it. You can't hide it. You try to smile and you can't. You don't go through that. Try to smile and it's fake. Like the devil. See you coming. You look at them sometime when you catch them, especially them women. You start doing it. Back to you. That's how we do. Sound like it. Don't mean the thing. Shame. Don't mean nothing. You can tell it. He ain't fooling Muslim. You can tell it. That's right, not nowadays. Not no days. Not ever a day. Fool a Muslim. Not a Muslim. No. Unless you want to be fooled. Yeah, must say if you want to be fooled, that's different. You're a fool. Go ahead on and want to be fooled. See, Islam is truth. You know, give me just being fake. Don't be fake. Love my brother like I love myself. Love my sister like I love myself. You gonna be fake, stay out of my face. Cause you don't mean it. See? Stay out of my face. Don't say nothing. See? Because I'm going to be real with you. And I want you to be real with me. That's what we are. We brothers and sisters. We can be real with each other. If we can't be real with each other, we won't need to be here. The message was real with us. He told us the real truth. And if we couldn't accept that, he said, accept it or reject it. Don't come up to me and you fake. Because you have no reason to come up. I have no reason to come to you being fake. I come to you because I love you like I love myself. And I'm going to tell you what is right, what I think is right, and you can tell me what you think is right. But don't come to me with that jive. I want to hear it. The messenger didn't hear it. He told us not to hear it. He said we wasn't Christian. He said we was Muslim by nature. We're righteous by nature. That's how it is. So we can't accept that. You're in the wrong place. And it's going to be like that anywhere you go. Nobody going for that. Anywhere you go, it's going to be like that. So if you go, whatever we do, be real. Don't go talk about, hey, they this, they that. No, you this and you that. Get tired of it, man. Truth is truth. See? That's how that go. with all this fakeness. Be for real. I love to mess with you. And that's real. Jealous and envy, jealous of each other. You know, jealous of each other. Like somebody doing something wrong because you refuse to accept the fact. That's your problem. And you always have a problem if you don't submit to Allah. I don't care where you go. Allah see, he's the same God. You can go to Diddy or Diddy, or boom where, boom fine, wherever. He's still the God. He still know that stony heart. Stony. The captain say. He told about stony. They sit around wanting you to say something, listening to what you say, then they just, soon as you say something wrong, before you get out your mouth, I got him. He said this. Yeah, that's what they do. Stony. What do it mean, stony? What do it mean? It means hardened. That's what stony means, hardened. Your heart is hardened. See? Allah hardened it. For you don't have understanding. Though the Quran speaks to that. He tells us that. Allah takes the understanding from you when your heart is hardened. That's why we walk around looking like we eating sour pickles, face all tore up. Because you refuse to accept the teachings of the messenger. Now I refuse to accept the teachings of the messenger. If the messenger said this is what we do and this is what we don't do, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't do it. If he said it, don't do it. Don't make an excuse for it. People get tired of it. Where you came, two of them will come after you. That's how it is. And the restricted law is going to be our success. That's what it's going to be, and it's going to get like that. Whether you like it or not. Ship out or ship in. Assalamu alaikum.
Brother says we rise for prayer. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. All praise due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful. So, Master's Day of Judgment in which we now live. The alone do we serve, and the alone seeks for thine help and aid. O Allah, guide us on the right path. Path of those upon whom thou bestow thy favors. Not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down. Nor those who go astray if they heard thy teachings. Say he Allah is one God. Allah is he of whom nothing is independent, but upon whom we all depend. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten, there is none like him. And I bear witness that none is there to be served, worship, or praise beside Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is our true servant and last apostle. Ameen. Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us not to do anything to anyone that we wouldn't have done it to ourselves, and treat everybody right, even the devil. Assalamu alaikum. Tell your father.